to... we have to fly to where Mr. Pokemon is to go get the thing anyway. So we need to go to, I think it's like Violet City? Yeah, it's Violet City. And then we need to go back to Cherry Grove, which is fine, because that's pretty close. That's pretty close to where we are going anyway, so... Speed it up a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have cut, so we might have to fight a few wild Pokemon. By fight, I mean run away. Oh wow, Entei's almost full, almost leveled up. All right. So in order to get EXP share, that scale. What's that? A red Gyarados. That's rare. I want it. Drethus, would you care to trade it? I can offer this XP share I got from Professor Oak. Yes. Life is delightful. Always new discoveries to be made. Yep. There you go. So we're going to give this EXP share to Suicune, so the Suicune gets at least some experience while it's out and about, kind of thing. Which will mean that it'll take Entei a little longer to get to level 51, but... Okay, so it says it requires Surf, so I'm guessing it's this guy then. The Pokemon I caught had an item. I think it's Mystic Water. I don't need it, so do you want it? Yes. That could be my Suicune's held item. That'll make Bubble Beam, I think, very close to Surf. But that'll also just make Surf way better, too. See, Leftovers would be such a good item for Suicune, just to add to that bulk. Because Suicune has very good defense and special defense, plus with those defenses, having some kind of form of recovery is really, really good. Even if it's as little as like 10 HP each time, and your opponent can only do 20, that's 10 damage each and every turn, pretty much. Let's just speed this up. Get the Professor Elm. Stop. Stop, Potato. Stop it. Alright. There we go. What did you want, Professor Elm? Hi, Drethus. Thanks to you, my research is going great. I don't know how. Take this as a token of my appreciation. Couldn't be a Pokeball? Master Ball is the best. It's the ultimate ball. It will catch any Pokemon without fail. It's given only to recognized Pokemon researchers. I think you can make much better use of it than I can, Drethus. Wrong button. There you go. That's what I think about your Master Ball. So we have everything that we can get here that's actually useful. I did tack on that's actually useful because, like, seriously, like, judging by... I'm so sad though that none of them can learn Earthquake. It's so sad. Like, I'm sad though that, like, Entei can't learn Earthquake. Hey, do you know what you just did? You've taken your first step into Kanto. Check your Pokegear map and see. I don't really care. Alright. And well, yes, I do know, though, that, like, I could give Mud Slap to, I think it's, like, Raikou or Entei or whatever. I don't want to, because it is a 20 base power move, plus it's not really, plus ground is, see, ground is niche, that, like, I want it. The reason why I want Earthquake, though, is because it's a 100 base power move, and this game doesn't have double battles. Like, it's a match made in heaven, pretty much. I just made a big mistake. I had my phone on specifically for the stopwatch, and then I forgot though that because we're doing Pokemon Crystal, I don't need my stopwatch. So yeah, and because I don't need my stopwatch, I had my phone on the entire time. Oops. Hello. Sorry to see anyone come here. Are you training on your own? Sure. Well, technically not on my own. I have 3 legendaries with me. I have 3 legendaries. Nothing to brag home about, but yeah, I got 3 legendaries. Oh, you are so dead. Ember. Remember, this is charcoal boosted. Not that it matters. I'm pretty sure even if my Entei was not stab and also didn't have charcoal, it would still kill. Alright. Ooh, this might be a bit of a challenge. See, why is this trainer weaker than Claire? Does this make a Venusaur? Does it have thick fat? Come on, bro. Seriously? Game. Why? I will use Body Slam 10 times in a row. No paralysis. The enemy uses it once. I get paralyzed. At least it's not like the one game. Where literally any move that had a status condition effect applied either 10% of the time or whatever, every time it landed. I was so angry every time that happened. It would use, like, what was it? It would, like, the enemy would use Ember. I get burned all the time, and I'm like, how? It's a 10% burn. How am I burned 100% of the time? I think that for some odd reason, the math in there is not quite right. Or something like that. Like something's off. And that's why I kept suffering throughout the entire thing. Because it was just infuriating just trying to go through the entire game with this random chances that every time I get a status condition, I'm going to get it all the time. The one status condition I very rarely see is freeze. Maybe it's because only like a certain number of moves only have it, but like I've always like out of like the years that I've used Ice Beam as my main primary like ice type move, I've only seen it freeze 3 times. And it's so weird to say it that way too, though. Like, out of years of usage, I've only seen it freeze 3 times from one move. What causes freeze, anyway? I'm curious. causes the freeze status condition? Freeze. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Blizzard has a 10% chance. So pretty much 30% chance all around for every move, pretty much. So there's not like fire paralysis where there's some moves that have like a 30% chance. Only 2 have different chances than 10. And that is Secret Power, who has a 30% chance, but only if you use Secret Power in snow or icy areas. Oh, great. Quagsire knows Earthquake. That may not take me out, yeah. And Tri-Attack is only a 6.67% chance. So it's only like... Oh, I don't even want to do the math on that, to be honest, because that's also burn and paralysis as well, and I don't really care for that, to be honest. But the ones in this game, I would say, are Blizzard, Ice Beam, maybe Ice Punch, and Powder Snow. I can check to see if Ice Punch and Powder Snow are in this game. I think Powder Snow is. Introduced in Gen 2? Yep. Oh, Ice Punch was in Gen 1. It is a TM in Generation 2. Yeah, because Freeze Dry is definitely a new move. Because that doesn't make any sense why they would make a move. Make an ice move that's super effective against water types in Gen 2. No, Ice Fang would be Gen 4. Right? That doesn't make any sense for it to be a Gen 2. Maybe even Gen 3. I don't know. But Secret Power might not even be a Gen 1 move. Or Gen 2 move. Tri-Attack is, but I definitely know my Pokemon can't learn it, so it doesn't really matter. Ice Fang is a damage-dealing Ice-type move introduced into Generation 4. I had a feeling. And Secret Power is a damage-dealing move introduced in Gen 3. Yep. Because the reason why I know it's in Gen 3 is because of the one guy. When you beat, what is it, the 3rd gym? There's a guy that just gives it to you. And then Tri-Attack is Gen 1. Yeah. So again, always 10%. And again, over the course of my entire life, I've very rarely seen freeze happen. And when it happens, it's like, it's always surprising. It's like, oh my god, that's very interesting. Yeah, I can't remember anything else, though, too, for this. Yeah. Anyway. Bite. Should be faster. Alright, perfect. Yay, my Suicune. And it's learning Aurora Beam. I'm gonna teach it that. I mean, Icy Wind kind of warmed up the spot for an Ice-type move, I guess. bite again, I guess. Bite or Ember? Ember, I meant. Yeah, something I might actually do starting next session